Hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at 55% level 1 Lynx LR Giant GOMAH. Technically he's third eye GOMAH in his original form here, or I guess his first form here on this specific unit. Let's go over what he does. We'll jump into an event. I'm actually going to jump into 2 events in this video. I think it's better off to show 2 different styles of events for this character specifically because his setup makes it to where he's pretty good and effective across both short and long content. So I think we'll show him off in a short content event first, and then we'll show him off in a longer event after that. So leader skill is Demonic Power or Terrifying Conquerors, 200% stats and 3 keys, so actually a pretty good leader skill. 12 key super is the Imperial Cannon, colossal damage, and then all allies defense plus 20% for 2 turns. Now the interesting thing about this is a lot of times when you have characters that support allies on their super attack effects, a lot of times they don't actually support themselves. Usually it says like besides this character or other than this character in parentheses. This guy actually doesn't have that, so he's actually providing this defensive buff to himself as well as the rest of the team for 2 turns. So really, really strong 12 key super here. 18 keys, the Imperial Reign. This is a 50% attack raise for 1 turn, mega colossal damage to all enemies. So this is an AoE super and greatly lowers attack and defense. Then we have his passive Magic Power of the Third Eye. So activates the entrance animation when there's another Demonic Power or Terrifying Conqueror ally on the team. So really, really, really easy to get this. Then he gets 40% dodge for 4 turns. And then his basic effects, we have 333% stats, 5 key. And then he gets a 33% chance of critting, dodging, and damage reduction. And then at the end of every turn, he heals 15%. Before receiving 3 attacks in battle, he's got 66% damage reduction. So he's got 99% damage reduction until he gets hit 3 times. Then when receiving an attack, he gets 200% defense. So he just multiplies defense by 3, and that's what that gets you. After receiving or evading an attack, he gets 5 key, 200% attack, and then a 70% chance to do an additional super attack within the turn. And here is kind of the bread and butter of this character. At the start of each turn, infinitely, 150% attack and defense, and then he has a 50% chance of getting an additional 1 key and 100% attack. So they didn't give him traditional stacking in the sense of his super attack effects. They kind of built it into his passive here, and this is just insanity. Ridiculous stats from this. So yeah, this is why he's going to be good in long content. When the character is the second attacker at the start of turn, he gets 333% defense permanently, but that only activates once, which we'll have to keep an eye out for. So that is the passive. His active skill is the Giant Form. So this can be activated starting from the next attacking turn after the character receives or evades an enemy attack, including super attacks. So literally the same mechanic as like LR Beast Gohan. He gets hit once, the next turn he can use this. And then he goes into Giant GOMAH for 1 turn. Here's Giant GOMAH. It's obviously a giant transformation, lasts for 1 turn. So he only has 1 super attack in this, which is not a huge deal. Giant Collapse, massive raise attack temporarily, destructive damage, great chance of stunning, which the stun could actually be effective in some events. Right, he stuns the opponent with a super attack effect, and then the next turn after his giant form is over, they're still stunned. Could be useful. Passive is 333% attack, chance of performing a crit plus 33%, and then he gets 3 key per key sphere obtained, and then attacks are effective against all types. And then it does have the like Dokkan Fest baby mechanic where you can also use an active skill post giant transformation. This is the Astral Barrage. Oh, this is a pretty cool name. Astral Barrage. Can be activated upon entering the attacking turn. Raise attack by 3,333% temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. And then if we just go back, that's his giant form. His links are, I think, actually really, really good because this allows him to link with a bunch of different types of characters. Friezas, Coolers, Boos. This is a good link set here. More than meets the eye, which you wouldn't think is good, but actually lets him link up with some Boos. Fear and Faith, Thirst for Conquest, which is like a Frieza Cooler link. Big Bad Bosses, Master of Magic, potentially like Fat Boo could have Master of Magic, right? So it's actually not like a dead on arrival link. Fierce Battle, and then Legendary Power, and then here are his categories. So overall, this guy does seem to be very crazy. Obviously, this is 55% level 1 Lynx, so, you know, him being a Big Bad Bosses character, I think we're going to see a bit of a better performance out of him once we get his Lynx leveled up and stuff like that. But this is the team we're going to use him on. Typically, I like using characters on their own leader skills, but this is a gold coin LR, and I just like to use him on a 220% lead first. So yeah, we're using him on the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Mini Daima Goku team. And for the first event, we're going to jump into stage 2 of the special battle, the GDC Global Dokkan Celebration Special Battle event. This is the fight against Blue Vegeta and Blue Goku, so we kind of know how this is going to work. What support memories can we get? Is there any support memory we could actually give him? I haven't even really looked at this. Do we even really need one? Not really. Let's leave it out for now. We'll revisit that later. Maybe for the second event, we'll bring in some support memories. But yeah, let's go on with this. And we have a lot of support. Remember, both the Daima Gokus are supporting. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to be supporting once he transforms. Glorio supporting and Piccolo supporting. Basically, the entire team is supporting. The only issue I could potentially see popping up for this team is we don't have the greatest slot 1 units, right? Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not a traditional slot 1 character. The Blues are a slot 1 character, and then I think we could get away with Goma being a slot 1 character depending on how the dodges go. But let's go ahead and do this, and we'll see how Goma performs here, 55% on the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku team. Okay, we actually did get him turn 1, which is nice. Unfortunately, the Blues are also on this rotation, which means that the second rotation is going to be in not great shape, because there's going to be no slot 1 unit. So let's go. Let's see how Goma looks here. All right, so notice how Goma is in slot 3 here. If, let's just say, for example, Goma, we just happened to get lucky and Goma started in slot 2, but just the way the opening rotations worked, we actually would already have this up. This last line here, when the character is the second attacker at the start of the turn, this would already be activated. So you can kind of get lucky with the character if you get him. Even in the second rotation, if he just starts at the second slot, he will have that extra defensive buff up right away. Okay, so I'm actually going to do this. We'll float off the Blues to have them on the other rotation. Now, we all know how this event works. We have Blue Vegeta, who guaranteed supers in the front, and he guaranteed stuns if he hits with a super, but Goma does luckily have, what is it, 73% dodge? 40 plus 33, yeah, he's got 73% dodge here, so if he dodges Blue Vegeta's super attack, he will not be stunned. The only kind of concern here, let me just see, so there's 1, 2, okay, no, never mind, I was going to say there's only, so notice how there's 3 attacks in the front, so if Goma, let's just say we get unlucky and he gets hit by all 3 of those hits, he's still not going to take damage until after he gets hit those 3 times, because he's got 99% damage reduction, so we kind of have to hope that we get, I would say, do I even want to say significantly lucky with his dodge, but like I would say decently lucky with his dodging. Preferably, we wouldn't want to be hit 3 times in this turn, because that means we'd go into the next turn without his damage reduction active, but it is what it is. I will target Vegeta, I think. Remember, Goma's got a 33% chance to crit, which is not extremely good, but it's something. Yeah, we could do this. It's an AoE anyway, right? Goma's 18 key super. So we'll grab that. And then I think I'll grab this with you. Actually, we could just do this. And then we'll keep aiming for Vegeta here. Yeah, we shouldn't really need to worry about Ki next turn. So. All right, Goma, let's see. We need the dodges to come through. Okay, Goku's also supering. Dodge. Okay, we got unlucky right away. He's going to take no damage from this, but this is 1 attack. Okay, please dodge the super. 73% chance to dodge. Okay, good. I'll take that. We dodged 2 out of 3. I'll take that. Okay, so this is going to be an AoE super. Now he's also got a 70% chance to do a super after this, which is going to buff the rest of the team for 2 turns. Nice, we got it. And he can potentially do 1 more, but it's a really low chance. We didn't get it. That's fine. Okay, just dodge all these. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, just dodge. Nice. Okay, yeah, Goma's looking good. He only got hit once, which means we have 2 hits left. before his 99% damage reduction goes away. And keep in mind, because we got hit on this turn once, well, I mean, you don't even have to get hit. You could kind of just dodge too. He was targeted once, which means that on turn 3, we'll be able to go into giant form. Again, the only thing I'm concerned about here is next turn, our rotations are not good. And this is the one issue with this team, is the slot 1 options are pretty limited. That's why I was hoping we'd get the blues on the second turn so that we could just have them sit in slot 1, but that did not work out that way. All right. Oh boy. This is not good. I mean, we could put Daima Goku in slot 1. He's guarding. He's got damage reduction, 44%. He's 44% chance to dodge. I was considering just putting this guy in slot 1, but I think this is probably just better, safer play here. This is a more conservative play. This is like more of an all-in play. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. I'm pretty. Do I want to go as far as to say if we survive this turn, we win the fight? I think it's possible. I think if we survive this turn, our chances of winning are super high. So we really just have to make it out of this turn alive. Yeah, just get a max key. And then we can give Piccolo a max key as well. Alright, just hold it down in slot 1, Daima Goku. Okay, we got the counter. Ideally, I would have preferred if Goku didn't super so we could just guaranteed counter Vegeta. Because now we only have a 70% chance to counter Vegeta's super. Because this first one is guaranteed, but everyone after this is a 70% chance. Okay, nice. We did get the counter on Vegeta. Okay, this was really the one I was worried about, so I'm glad we countered it. Alright, Daima Goku looking good. And then don't forget on turn 4, where we have Daima Goku, he's going to be hitting for a bajillion, quintillion, fifillion, septillion damage. So we'll win if we get to turn 4. Alright, triple super. Nice. I think this is my Daima Goku, who has like the full offensive build. Big numbers are just cool. Yeah, it is mine. Alright, cool. I think we won. I think, because even if Goku supers in the middle against my AGL Goku, like, this guy's gonna be fine. Do I want to just chalk this up as a win? Because we just giant form next turn, right? Yeah, this is fine. Even if we don't dodge this, I feel like we'll be okay. We dodge it. Nice. We have Glorio support rolling in next turn as well. By the way, I got some I got some good equips for GOMAH ready to go. All right. So we can now... Oh, by the way, because we put GOMAH in slot 1 last turn, notice he's starting the turn in slot 2, which means we now have his extra defense from that last line of his passive. So this turn, he's up to 812,000 defense. Obviously, we're going to pop the giant form. I guess we can just pluck some of this key away first before we do that. Is there any way we can get the same type orbs? We could do this. Yeah, I guess we might as well just do this. And then I'm just trying to clear the field a little bit for GOMAH. Let's do this. And then we can giant form with GOMAH here. Yeah, perfect. Let's go. Okay. And then we'll just do this. Remember, GOMAH is effective against all types in this form, but he still got, I think it's a 33% chance to crit, I believe is what it was. Yeah, 33% chance to crit, so we can still crit against Vegeta here. And there we go. We did get a crit, and that was a lot of damage. We're actually going to kill Vegeta here. Giant Goma is going to kill Vegeta. So that's pretty much GG. I mean, again, I said we survived turn 2 and we win, and we did. A bit rough just in terms of surviving turn 2. I mean, with Super Saiyan 4 Daimagoku is pretty well built for this event in particular because both the enemies do Ki Blast Supers. There was that 30% chance, though, that we did not get the counter against Vegeta Super, which would have been kind of bad because then he would have been stunned, he would have taken damage, then would have gotten hit again by Goku afterwards. But yeah, I mean, this team is pretty good. There's a lot of support floating around everywhere. Vegeta's now dead. We made sure that Goku has used up all of his super attacks during the giant form, so we're going to exit this giant form, and we're also going to not have to worry about supers anymore. By the way that the Goma attack and defensive stacking works every single turn is it's whenever his passive icon pops up. So you'll see this in a second here. We enter this turn, see how that Goma passive skill like icon just flashed across the screen? That means it activated again, which means we actually got another stack from his passive. So we put him in the middle here. Look at this. You saw he had like 800-something thousand defense before. Now he's even higher because we got another stack of this. Even though it's technically the same turn, we still had the flash of his passive activate, which is because we used the giant transformation. So using giant transformations on turns where Goma is on rotation actually counts as another activation of this part of his passive. So it is pretty good. Remember, Goma still has 99% damage reduction. He still got 73% chance to dodge. So, I mean, we could just put him in slot 1. It doesn't really matter. Does he have any extra links with Glorio? He does, actually. Master... Oh, Glorio... I didn't even realize... I forgot Glorio has Master of Magic. Okay. You know what? I'm still going to put him in slot 1 just because he gets an extra attack buff for getting targeted first. So we'll just put him in slot 1 for now. Glorio is going to give support anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's do this. And we'll just give same type warps to Glorio here. We know that we don't have to worry about supers or anything, so this is over. He's Goku. Oh, wow. Oh, Goku... Okay, this is fine. We're going to take 0 damage from this. I guess Goku didn't use all of his supers during the giant form. Interesting. Okay, we still have our 99%. We only got hit twice. And then here he is at 60 million. Yeah, I guess that is the one thing about Goma's giant form only being for 1 turn, is it doesn't necessarily guarantee that all supers are kind of taken care of, because some enemies can do like more than 1, even more than 2 supers, but that's fine. We'll probably just kill this guy with Super Saiyan 4 Goku's active skill next turn. Super Saiyan 4, because it's my Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we have Glorio support, we have all this stuff up. Yeah, he's dead. He is dead. I would imagine he's dead. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's essentially how Goma is supposed to function in a shorter event. I think what we'll do is we'll jump into, I'm thinking we go into either the Broly stage or the Kale and Caulifla stage of the Pure Saiyan Red Zone. I could jump into like Festival Battles, but it just takes so long. It takes so long. We'll jump into, I could jump into the Broly stage. We'll jump into Broly, I guess. Only problem is the dodge canceling really hurts Glorio. All right. I guess we just do this. We can skip this, right? I don't need to watch this. This is over. I think Link's better with this guy. All right, do this. Okay. Does he get anything extra from Goku? No. All right, well, let's just do this. We'll play this one. This is an actual good animation. Okay, and now we can just put him in slot 1. Actually, does he get... He gets something extra with Goku. We can put him in slot 1 to try and get the counter off, even though he loses a little bit of attack. What does he miss? Saiyan Warrior Race. Or no, Kamehameha is what he misses. No, it is. Well, it's both, I guess. Or no, it is Saiyan Warrior Race, yeah. 10% attack. Whatever. Because they both have Kamehameha. Alright, well, we'll do this, and we'll just move on to the next event, because this guy's dead. We'll be able to counter, hopefully, here. We actually didn't get the counter. Okay, that's fine. We'll still be fine here, I think. Hopefully. Yeah. Failed at 70% counter there. Okay, 89 million. Pretty good. We can do 2 of these. Guaranteed crits. Yeah, a lot of damage from this guy. Bye. Imagine if we had Piccolo on this rotation instead of the blues. I'm actually surprised he lived. Okay, well, let's go over to... I'm thinking, like, we could do the Broly event, but, like, that kind of is not good for GOMAH either because he cancels... Like, dodge canceling is pretty bad for GOMAH. And it kind of hurts this team, too, just because Glorio... I'll jump into the Kill Khalifa event. We'll do that. All right, we'll jump in with this. It feels like I've been saying this for a really, like, actually for years I've been saying this. But, like, they need to start giving us better support memories for villains. There's, like, when you take a look at something like this, Gifted Warriors or Pure Saiyans, like, almost all of the support memories that are permanent buffs that last the entire fight are all for, like, hero categories. Bond of Parent and Child... Gifted Warriors, Pure Saiyans, Realm of Gods, Superhero. This one is good because it's movie bosses, so it's kind of like the, you know, like the cooler Broly-ish support memory. Janemba can use that as well. Here is a good one, Wicked Bloodline, but like most of them are, like, here we go, Future Saga. I mean, I guess that can have like Goku Blacks in them. Here's like this one, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. What is this? Time Travelers. I guess Time Travelers could have like Goku Blacks in them, but for a lot of the villains in the game, like, they don't have access to really good support memories. What is this one? Androids? Or Earthlings, yeah. So we're gonna go with this cooler one. I mean, it's, you know, it's for 3 turns only, but it's like the only one that GOMAH really can use, I feel like. So let's go into the Kale and Cleveland stage. This is a bit of a longer fight than the blues. At least it should last a little bit longer. I mean, it's not gonna probably last for more than turn 4. So let's go. I mean, there's not... Oh boy, what is this opening rotation? Do I want to just reset? This is bad. How about we just not do this? Let's just reset this. All right. I mean, this is not ideal, but at least GOMAH is in turn 1. Oh my god, is this the same exact rotations? They're just reversed. Whatever. We'll go with it. We can skip animations. We've seen them already. Okay, let's go. Let's see. We can get the Gloria support up right away, which is nice. Actually, do I want to even... Do I even float Glorio here? I think this is the smarter play. You know what? Let's just leave him. Let's just leave him. Let's do this. Make sure we put GOMAH in slot 1 so that we can have the extra defense next turn. So he's at 444 here. Grab this. Dodge, dodge, dodge. God damn it. 41. Okay. So we have 2 more hits left of our damage reduction. Nice. We got the additional super. Support. Oh, okay. All right, we failed 2 73% chances to dodge in a row. We failed that dodge as well. Is dodging possible in this fight or not? All right, we're gonna have actually crazy support on turn 3. We're gonna have Glorio support. We're gonna have Piccolo support, and then we're gonna have both of the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku supports. Oh, really? He's not even supering in the front, or not even attacking in the front. Okay, I mean, yeah. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna hold back. Because I want to make sure this guy supers, because this guy, Goku gives his support when he attacks. So I don't want to, like, kill them with Blue Goku, so I'm just gonna do this. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, our support next turn is going to be insane. Probably didn't need to hold back. They have more health than I thought. No, okay, never mind. I think I made the right call here. I made the right call here. Yeah, nice. I guess it's possible they could live with a little bit of HP, maybe. Nah, they're definitely gonna die. Okay, yeah, we are fully juiced up. Oh, they could... Forgot they could dodge. I do want to kill them here. Please, Goku. Please, Goku. Oh my god, they're living. Okay. Well, this sucks. This is like a insane turn. I'm gonna leave Piccolo here. 1.2 million defense. Okay, if we get hit here, that's really unfortunate. We really don't want to get hit here. Are you serious? He failed all 3 in a row? We just failed 73% chances in a row. Okay. Do we just want to kill him? Alright, goodbye, Count Cleefla. Alright, this fight is over, because we get double giant form now. We have GOMAH giant form next turn, and then we could, the turn after that, Golden Grade 8. Unfortunately, we lost all of our damage reduction. 3 hits in a row we got hit. Okay. What's this? I think we usually go for Kale here. Is what we usually do. Can we get a Dokkan attack here? Maybe. $92 million damage. Okay. Yeah, we just focus Kale. Get her out of here. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this boss can super like on the next turn, even after this giant form. We'll just grab this. That's fine. I think Kale can super next turn. So this doesn't necessarily remove all the supers. Wow, we actually got the additional. Okay. Okay, here's Khalifa's super, so get this out of the way. 7 million. All right. All right, what is our stat spread here? What are we looking at? 1.3 on GOMAH, 2.5 on Goku. Remember, GOMAH gets 200% defense when he gets hit. So his real defense here is basically 4 million with 33% damage reduction. It's pretty good. Obviously, it would be nice if he didn't, get hit 3 times in a row. Because now we don't have this anymore either. We don't have this intro up anymore, right? It's for 4 turns. We don't have the extra dodge. So, I mean, Kale is STR, so I feel like we're fine putting him in slot 1 because he's got type advantage. Yeah, we could put him in slot 1 here. I think we're fine here. Let's do this. Give as much key as possible. And I'm just going to hard focus Kale. For next turn, we want to open up the STR orbs. Let's do this. Yep, that's fine. All right, remember, GOMAH's going to get extra attack for being targeted here. Okay, we're failing every dodge. 72 million. AoE super. So GOMAH did not dodge a single attack in this whole fight, right? Pretty sure he didn't dodge a single hit. Hey, guys, he could dodge. Did you know that? All right, then Goku should be fine. Yeah, this is the friend who probably has a much different build than mine. It's crazy how much punishment Kale can take and still live. There's a lot of HP. One more. Nice. Because we have Golden Graded next turn, so. Can Piccolo kill her if he like triple supers? Kale has not supered, by the way. Piccolo can kill, I think, if he does another one after this. Damn, and it's a normal. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a Dokkan attack here. Unfortunately. It doesn't matter. Kale's gonna die, and that's all I really care about here. Let's do this, this. Just want to open up the orbs here, and then we'll just do, let's do this. All right, and then we'll skip everybody's favorite animation. Just don't want to watch that. All right, Kale's dead. That means we win. I think we should be able to see one more turn of GOMAH, which will be good. I mean, this is, yeah, it's going to be turn 7, and then we only saw him on turn 4 last fight, or turn 3 last fight. So this is the difference between seeing 2 turns versus 1, 3, 5, 7, 4 turns. Yeah, so yeah. All right, let's pause this. All right, we are back. I'm gonna do this. Goku's still guarding. Is blue Goku still guarding? What if I do this? Yeah. So now we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku support up for the next rotation here after this. I guess if Kale supers in slot 3, would we die? Could Super Saiyan 4 Goku live? I don't know if Kale can even super post Giant. I don't know if that's how Kale... I know... Or sorry, Caulifla. I know Kale could super. I don't know if Caulifla could do that, though. And I wasn't really paying attention if Caulifla supered during the Giant phase. I don't think she did. If she wants to super this Goku, that's fine. No. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right, and that is... Oh, that sucks. Damn. Yeah, so if the enemy decides just to not attack in the front, that means Goma's not going to get his extra attack buff. So he's up to... What is that? 1.6 million? So his attack buff after receiving or evading attack. So he's not going to get the extra 200%. That's like where he gets most of his attack from, is this right here. 200% attack, multiplicative. Basically triples his offensive output. So if the enemy's just not going to attack in the front, then he's not going to get that. It's unfortunate. He does link better with Glorio, huh? Okay. I guess we'll just put him in the middle to get him as much of his links up as possible. So keep in mind, he's tripling his defense when he gets hit here, right? So, I mean, you know, we're talking 4.7 million, 4.9 million defense with 33% damage reduction. That's pretty good. All right. I don't think Goku will solo Caulifla here. So we should be able to see Goma at least attack before the video ends. And don't forget, we're also going to get Glorio's support up. So these numbers aren't even like the final numbers. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you think of LR Third Eye Goma. If I didn't even tell you he was 55% level 1 links and like we just like did this as a blind showcase, I'm assuming that most people would just assume this was a Rainbow Max Links character, but he's just that good. He's just that good. This character is really crazy. I mean, this is like real. We're approaching. Yeah, this is 47 million, and he's missing like 70% of his attack here. Like, you can see his real attack stat now. I guess after this, we'll be able to see. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll be able to see what his attack stat would have been. Let's see what it says. 100 million. Yeah, he would have been 100. If Caulifla would have attacked him before he attacked, he would have been at 100 million this turn. Look at that. Damn. But yeah, this is like real. This is, quote, we're approaching anniversary, unquote, level of power creep is what I would say about this character. That this is what this feels like. And I think, I would assume that the Carnival LR in December and the, oh, we might be dead here if we don't dodge this. Okay. I would also assume that the Carnival LR in December and the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest characters will probably also be around this good. I would imagine. I would imagine. Let's get the kill with Goku. Why not? I think we really are moving ahead with these guys getting stronger here. These characters getting stronger. We did actually get a Dokkan attack. This is because I did that thing with the giant forms. All right, well, you guys can let me know what you think of Goma. We'll put his dupes in, get his skill orbs equipped, get his links leveled, and we'll jump in for the Max Links Rainbow Showcase probably tomorrow. I'll put that up, but GOMAH is the real deal. I'll see you guys in the next one.